Welcome to FAQs. Would like to welcome His Grace, Bishop Moussa, for being with us today and answering our questions about our second topic in the second episode, about suffering of some people in life. So, hello, Your Grace.
Welcome, Christine.
I would like to ask you today about if God knows I'm hurting, why would He leave me suffering?
Because suffering is purifying. No gain without pain. You know this. Mm-hmm. I learned this from America. I read it in the literature there. No gain without pain. It's a rule in life. If you don't study hard, you are not going to succeed. If you not work hard the ground, you are not going to take the fruits. Therefore, no gain without pain. This is number one. Number two, the suffering gets you to feel your weakness. Sometimes we want to feel strong and so on. It's good, but it's not very good, because if you feel strong, you may feel egocentric. Mm-hmm. But if you feel weak, you are going to be humble. Number three, this gets you to ask the Lord to work with you and inside you to bear such a pain or to cure you from such a sickness. And the last thing is, this gets people to work with each other in a team, because I need you, because I feel some pain. You may need me in another topic or another area. Yeah. Therefore, pain is very beneficial in building the relations between the people, especially if they are Christian, because Christ himself carried the cross.
Yes.
And as you know, he promised us that, yes, carry the cross, you are going to be resurrected. After each cross, there is the blessing of resurrection.
Mm-hmm. So let's move to the point of suffering for the sake of others. Well, some people think that suffering for the sake of the good ones is a blessing, while suffering for the sake of the bad ones is a punishment. What would you say to them?
Yeah, it's not a punishment, because this is what the Lord did. Mm-hmm. He suffered instead of us, taking our sins on his shoulder. Mm-hmm. Therefore, it was not a punishment. It was the punishment of sin, and he carried this punishment on his shoulders instead of keeping them on my shoulder. Therefore, he was a sacrifice. And it's very important to feel this, blessing of carrying the sins of others, the mistakes of others, the needs of others, the concerns of others, not to be self-centered. When I was in the States, I remember somebody said to me, here we are suffering the me culture. I remember this man. He's now grown up. This me culture is very, very bad, because it keeps you in a choking atmosphere, like somebody in a butagaz, a room full of butagaz. Mm-hmm. Because the self-centered life is choking, but the life of giving is blessed and keeps you. And it's the Lord who said, blessed is giving more than taking. Therefore, if even somebody is, having a many negative things in his life, I must love him. I must get him from these negative things to the positive way. This is the change that we need for ourselves and for others.
Sure. So what if I'm suffering for some person gets him at the point that he gets away from God and he starts complaining? So what's the value of suffering at this point for a person who starts to complain about it when
We
God is not here?
never feel despair or hopelessness. We never say this case is hopeless. Because if we do this, then the Lord will be impatient with us, saying, yeah, just 2 years I'm asking you to be good, you are not good, go away. No, this is not the Lord. Therefore, the Christian love or the divine love gets you to be bearable for somebody a lot of years. You know, Monica prayed for Augustine 20 years, and he came to the Lord and became a saint. We never feel despair or hopelessness because we have hope in God. Through hope, we must be bearable and wait till he becomes better.
Well, with those great words, Your Grace, we close our episode for today, and we'll be back to you with more FAQs.